Hello and welcome back to our channel. My name is Hannah and I am a mom of 4 and a wife to 1. We live in the Pacific Northwest and we are sharing a little bit of our lives here on YouTube. Today I'm going to be sharing about laundry, clothing solutions, and storage in a tiny home. We are a family of 6 living in 750 square feet. Thanks for joining and I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello and welcome back to our family. We are doing laundry today and it's also change of season. We are here in Oregon. We are going from spring to summer. And so I am getting ready to go through all of our drawers, all of our buckets, and take out all the winter clothes and put in the summer clothes. And I'm just going to share with you guys how we do laundry and linens in a tiny home. So there is 6 people living in this 750 square foot home. We have 0 closets, and so everything is just kind of out in the open. And so it makes organization a little bit difficult, but we found a system, and so I'm going to share it with you today. Oh yeah. Coffee is done. What made me think about this video is just the amount of laundry that I do every single day. So we have a lot of laundry between all of us, and we have a pretty minimal wardrobe. When we decided to move into a smaller home, a tiny home, as some would say, we realized that we could not have as much clothes as we had before. So we had to downsize significantly. And so I've showed you guys before my children's system for their clothing. It's a bucket system. Basically, in their bedroom, they each have 2 buckets, except for my older daughter, my 7-year-old daughter, she has 3 buckets. And this holds all of their clothes. Jammies, shirts, pants, underwear, dresses, sweaters, everything. And then we have 2 coat racks, one in the living room and one in their bedroom, and they can hang coats there. They ride dirt bikes, and so sometimes they have their dirt bike gear there. In my bedroom, I've shared with you, we have a dresser over in the corner for Dave, and then we have 2 dressers for me and for our linens, because we also have sheets that we need to store and blankets and other things that aren't clothing that we wear every single day. We have to have storage for those as well. The children's bucket system has worked amazing. It's not necessarily organized in that one bucket has shirts, one bucket has pants, one bucket has pajamas. Everything just kind of gets thrown into the buckets and they search through for what they want. So we could be more organized in that aspect, but in this season we just aren't. All of my children are under 10, and so we just fold clothes, roll them, or just put them in the buckets. As long as they're clean, they go in the buckets. If they're dirty, they go in the laundry. And that's kind of how it works. My dressers don't really have an organization at this moment because I'm in the transition. So I had a baby last year and I was like 80 pounds heavier. And so I had a lot of those clothes. I had some different season clothes and kind of everything in between. And so I'm slowly in this season going through my drawers now that I'm back down at my pre-baby weight, I guess you could say. And we're heading into summer. And so we're just going to do a full organization and transition in that aspect with my drawers. But they are usually not organized by shirt or pant or anything like that. We just fold clothes and put them away. My children help with laundry. I have a mother's helper who comes a couple times a week and she helps with laundry. So we just basically put stuff in drawers. So one thing we do in this house is we do 1 load of laundry every day. So every morning when I wake up, I go in there and I start a load of laundry, and then one of my children moves it along. Once or twice a week, I have a mother's helper who comes and she does a lot of laundry for me on those days. Because 1 load of laundry is not a ton, but it does keep us on top of the amount of laundry. Because when you have 6 people in a home, laundry, like it's a concern for everybody. I don't care if you live in 5,000 square feet or in an RV. Laundry is always a situation if you have a bunch of kids, because there's just clothes. I also have one child who changes his clothes all the time because he's always getting filthy. And so laundry is just constantly going. Every season, I'm trying to figure out a better system for our family, a system that works. As our kids get older, I'm trying to figure out better systems. And that's just the beauty of being a homemaker, is you just ebb and flow and try to figure out the best system that works for your family in that season. And it's always changing. And so we welcome those changes, but right now this is what works. The other thing is we do not have a bunch of sheets and bedding. The kids each have 1 set of bedding. We have 1 set of bedding, and that's it. So if our sheets get dirty, they need to be washed that day so they can be put back on the bed that night. We don't have extra room. We don't have a linen closet. We have nowhere to store any sort of extra sheets or anything like that. So whatever we have is what we have. Behind our couch here, we store a lot of extra blankets for sleeping, and the kids pull them out. Like this blanket right here, this is just like a cozy couch blanket that we curl up with when we watch movies. That's stored behind the couch. So that is a little bit of a storage area, but it's just kind of piled behind the couch, so it's not very organized. So that is one place that we store blankets, but in general, we just have one sheet set for everybody. And if that sheet set gets old or tears or whatever, then we either turn it into rags, we figure out what to do with the fabric, or we throw it away and we buy another pair. And so that's kind of what works. So how we store our towels is in the bathroom. We roll them up and we have this little shelf from IKEA that we store all of them in, so they're easy to grab when we get out of the shower or need a towel. I store all my kitchen towels in this drawer. We fold them all up and put them in here. This includes all of my cleaning towels, all of my tea towels. Things that help us minimize the amount of laundry and the clutter that laundry creates in a tiny home is by just having a very minimalistic wardrobe. If there's an item in their basket that's not being worn or not being used, I get rid of it. We don't have space to have anything extra. So my daughter loves to wear skirts and dresses, so that's mainly what her wardrobe consists of. And then my boys love blue jeans and t-shirts, and that's what their wardrobe consists of. So everything that we have in our drawers is something that they're actively wearing. Every season we swap out clothes to make sure that their buckets are full of the clothes that they will wear for that season. The biggest frustration in laundry, I think, for everybody is not just that we create so much laundry. No matter what size your home is or how many people are in it, there's always laundry to do, but it's socks. So for our socks, we have a pillowcase, and I use this as, you can use any pillowcase, and I basically use this pillowcase for any unmatched socks. So at the end of your laundry, when you folded everything and you have like 800 pairs of socks that don't have a match, but you don't want to throw them away because you know you'll eventually find the other match, just put them in a pillowcase and store them in your laundry room or in a bucket. For us, it's in one of our children's buckets. Store them until you can find your other match for your sock. And it has helped. It's something that helps. Another rule in our home is if it's not dirty, you can fold it and put it back in your drawer. So if you just wore something and we wore it out and back home, don't put it in the laundry for me to wash again. You can rewear it. That does not apply for undergarments. All undergarments need to be washed every single day. But the other things like skirts and dresses for my daughter, she can rewear those over and over until they get to a place where they need to be washed. That cuts down on laundry as well. But all of my kids' clothes and all of my clothes are thrifted unless they get gifts like from family or friends, or I find a random sale online, but I can't even tell you the last time I ordered clothes for my family. We just go to Goodwill or St. Vincent de Paul. We thrift everything, which is so awesome. One, it saves money. Two, I'm not a big name brand person at all. I don't even care. As long as it's comfortable and it covers me, I'm grateful. It's just important to create systems for your family so you can have a smooth running laundry system. With multiple people, you're going to have laundry. It's going to be constantly in rotation, and so it's important to have a space for everything so it doesn't become absolutely crazy, which I'm not going to lie, it becomes crazy a lot. Currently, we have 2 chairs in our living room and they're both covered in laundry. I have 2 baskets full and the laundry's going. And so it is a part of it, but if you can make a system that helps, it just helps significantly. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed these tips and tricks that I shared, whether you're living in a tiny home or an RV or a 5,000 square foot home. Some of these things with laundry are for every single person, but I love watching these videos and seeing how other people organize and how other people run their home. I always get tips and tricks from them, and so I wanted to share what we do. And like I said earlier in the video, this is what our family does, and it works so well for our family. We change it up if we need to, but for right now, it's working wonderfully. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, click like, subscribe, and keep following for more. Have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you next time.